Hello and welcome back. We're here for part two of our Google Classroom training. This time we're going to look at the perspective from a teacher and how to do some things as a teacher inside of Google Classroom. So let's begin. We'll start out with our main Gmail screen here, and as you can see, we can start pretty much anywhere, but if you're starting from the Gmail screen, you just click on your application icon here and scroll down to Google Classroom as usual, and that's going to pop up your Google Classroom. Now, this of course can be done from your phone, but it's a little bit more condensed, a little more packed. So I'm going to do this presentation, this training from the PC, because there may be assets that you'll pull in that might be on your C drive or your Google Drive, and it's just a little bit easier to work with on something bigger like a PC or laptop. Once in, click on your Bible study series or whatever series you have. In our case, it's the Bible study series or your Google Classroom. And again, remember, this is your kind of like your high-level dashboard screen. We use this screen just to post notifications and alerts to the classroom. This does allow you to kind of put other things outside of these notifications, but we are just using it to post things to the classroom for the students. If you look on the left here, there are three little boxes. This first box is if you want to generate a link for Google Meet for your classroom participants, you can, and you can pass out a Google link, a Google Meet link, and you can join for a quick video conference. This middle button is the class code, and you can copy the class code invite. You can link. You can copy the class code, you can reset it, you can turn it off. And what this is, if you want to invite someone kind of directly straight from your classroom, you can copy the link and send it to them, and they'll get an invite in their email so they can join the class. And last but not least, on the left here, as you assign materials, work, assignments, those kind of things, it will show up here if you put a date on it. So this is kind of like your dashboard high-level screen. For teachers, your main screen will be the classwork screen. Once you click on it, you will see all of your things dealing with the classroom. We at First Baptist decided to break things out in topics. On the left, you'll see our topics, which is just arranged by the date of our Bible study days. And as we do work, pass out assignments, get assignments, they will be posted here in this topic. So as you can see, we have three topics by Wednesday's dates. Here are those three topics. I created these three topics beforehand so we can have a place to store our work and move into this series as we go along. To do that, this create button allows you to create all of your assignments, your work, quizzes, and even topics. So click on this button and you'll see we can create an assignment, a quiz, a question, which internally is a Google form, which is really nice. You can create material, you can reuse a post, or you can create a topic. So let's start out by creating a material. So clicking on material will bring up this screen. If I type in a title, I'll call it test 2 because I already did a test 1. And I put in a description called test 2. That would be the name of my material. This section here will allow you to create content for this material. You can attach something from a Google Drive. And as you can see, I can pull in things that are recent. I can upload from my personal hard drive. I can pull in things from my personal Google Drive. I can pull in things that I have access to in shared drives and anything that's starred. In addition to that, I can pull in a YouTube link. I won't necessarily show you that. It's pretty self-explanatory. This button right here is if I want to create a new Google Doc or Google Sheet or some type of Google asset. I can click here and on the fly I can create a Google Doc, a slide, sheet, drawings, or form and insert it into the material. I can upload directly. This is kind of the same thing as the first option, but this is just the upload section, or I can create a link. So let's just do something real simple. Let's create a link. So I'll create a link to our webpage, fbclmont.org, and I add the link. You'll notice how it throws it in here, inserts it here, and you can kind of see a little snippet of the home page. So I've just created some material. The second half of that, though, on the right side of the screen here, you'll see this post button, and if you click on this down arrow, you'll see some more options. You can post it, you can schedule this post, you can save it as draft and come back later, or you can discard it. A few options under that, I can put this newly created material inside of different classrooms. It's going to default you to the classroom that you're in, so you can see I'm in the Bible study series. This is where it's going to put it. I can send it to all the students, or I can send it to just select students if I wish. And last but not least, and this is the most important thing for teachers at First Baptist, you can select what topic you want to put in. And for us, it would be what week you want to put this material in. The upcoming week is 11/9. So if I select 11/9, it's going to put this material inside of the 11/9 topic. And you notice you'll see the word save up here. So this material is all ready to be posted. If I click post here, and if you notice in Bible study 11/9, I have a test and a test 2. I click on test 2 and there is my material. Very simple. You create the material, and once you create it, you put it in a topic, fill out a few other parameters that you need, and you're all done. So when the students come in to view their Bible study for 11/9, they'll see, in this case, a home page. Some other things that you can create in here are questions. Again, I won't go into questions, but that what happens there, when you create a question, it'll actually pull up a Google form, and you can create and develop a new Google form for the classroom to fill out, blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. Very powerful features. These two buttons right here, this shows you your Google Calendar, shows your Google Calendar. I mean, as you can see, I have a bunch of entries here for church-related things. And then to the right of that, it shows you the Classroom Drive folder. Now, this is the Google Drive folder for the Bible study series. So anything that I create, any material, any files I upload, any Google Docs I create for this classroom will be stored in this Google Drive. And every classroom will have their own Google Drive folder. So there's there's a Google Drive folder for the Bible study series, and there's going to be a Google Drive folder, let's say, for the youth Bible study, which is another classroom we have. And as you can see, we've done some work. There's one document inside of the youth Bible study, as you can see here. For teachers, next section is for teachers. Specifically, this screen is for you to administer teachers and students. Pretty self-explanatory. As a teacher, you will have the ability to add other teachers. So you would just click on this Invite Teacher button. You would type in the teacher name. This invite will become enabled, and you will click this button, and the recipient will get an invite that they can join and become a teacher. Same thing for the students. As you can see here, we have 19 students already in the classroom. If we want to add a new student, we just click here, type in the student's name, and invite them. Now, as a default to this, when you first get your Google Workspace, you only have access to Google accounts that are inside of your organization. There's a setting that can be changed by your administrator or an administrator that allow external emails to be used. We personally at First Baptist, we have that turned on because we have students and Bible study participants that may be not a part of our organization or a member of the church, but we still want to reach them. And that's one of the big things that we use this for. We reach people outside of our church members, and we have the capability to send them an invite, and they can join and keep up with the lessons and the different things that our pastor wants to get across. So pretty powerful features. And the grading, once you create an assignment and you mark the grades, it will show you. We don't use this feature too much. We haven't got that far, but what'll happen if the pastor goes back to the classwork and creates a quiz assignment, that will enable and get the whole grades module up and running. And once he grades them, it will show. And only the student can see their own grades. But as a teacher or an administrator, I can see everybody's grades. So pretty self-explanatory. I hope that helps. I hope that kind of pull things together for First Baptist teachers and anyone else that is listening outside of First Baptist. And we'll see you next time.